It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Atlanta Hawks today. Bucks looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Milwaukee. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. On offense, here are the Bucks. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Just 4 to shoot. Lillard with the bucket.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
And Okongwu has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Here's Milwaukee now. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive. I hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And it's the Bucks ball. Pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And a great look. Lillard always looking for teammates. Doesn't have tunnel vision.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. So they take the lead.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Lillard, right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Got a hand on it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Okongwu. Pass to Daniel. Good on the triple. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Lillard. Down low. Into Tacumbo. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Reza Shea with it. Picked up by Kuzma. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And this kid, Reza Shea, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Offensive rebound. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And so it's Milwaukee with it, trailing by 4. Here's Giannis. Rebound by the Hawks.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Scooped up. On the wing, Daniels. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Second chance effort. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Johnson's got 5.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Pass to Okongwu. Now Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Snatched up. Tries again. And the rejection by Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Young with no one around. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
Lopez left side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line. And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
16.
The baskets.
The Hawks. 21.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hawks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Okongwu grabs the board. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Pass to Lopez. Here's Giannis. Atlanta with the rebound. Rizachet with it. 6 points for him. Johnson wide open. He fires. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. To the paint. Here's Lillard. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Lillard's got 8.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Johnson outside. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Young, right side. Clock at 6. The three.
You just will not outcompete Lillard. Plays the game with such passion. Dame coming up big on defense.
The kick out to Young. Pass to Johnson. Missed it, even after all those chances. To the middle. The kick out to Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Here's Lillard. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Daniels. Okongwu's shot is good. Okongwu's now got 4 points this quarter. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Johnson in the corner. Shoots the three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Kuzma with it. Okongwu covering. On the wing, Giannis. Powers through inside, Giannis.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Knocked away. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Quarter, no luck. The Hawks leading by 8. Okongwu a screen. Young from outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. So it's the Bucks now. And Lillard throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to Daniels. The kick out to Young. Johnson the screen. Here's Ricochet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
At the wing position, Ricochet has pretty much everything you're looking for, right? Length, mobility, three-point shooting. And add to that, he has a great feel for the game.
Here's Porter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Young for 3. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be right back after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Back to Lillard. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Man, Antetokounmpo with the steal. Lillard attacking. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Now, Niang. He has yet to score. Got loose. Porter with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Lillard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And no doubt about it, Lillard is an effective half-court player, but he's also lethal in transition.
And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable. Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Lopez, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And the Bucks with possession here. 7-point differential. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Man can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Inside, Antetokounmpo.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And here's LeVert. No scoring in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Bufkin. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Capella missing. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Niang with the ball. It's LeVert on the wing. Screen by Niang. And it's LeVert missing. Now here's Porter to the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good defense. Better shot from Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Here's Bufkin. And that one is hammered home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Lillard. He's got 18. To the middle. Here's Lopez. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lopez has got 8.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Pass to LeVert. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. It's good. Capella's got his first basket.
Important points there.
Timeout,
Got him
timeout.
on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Give them another round of applause, fans.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
23 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Green. Rebound by the Hawks. Pass to Mann. Here's Niang. And it's off from three-point range. Trent outside. Prince, that's for two. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
42.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Bufkin. Pass to Niang. Jacks up a three. And the three ball is good. Niang's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Sims inside. 5 on the clock. Trent with it. Shoots over LeVert. Trent can't hit.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's Risa Shea missing. Bucks trailed by 6 to the inside. And to Tacumbo. No good with the layup. So it's Atlanta now. Johnson right side. Johnson the screen. LeVert with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. LeVert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Down low. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Back to Lillard. Lopez a screen. Lillard with it. Okongwu covering. And it's Lillard missing. The Hawks leading by 9. Johnson outside. Fires the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. To the paint. Porter in the corner. Back to Giannis. And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That's his first foul.
Oh, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Pass to Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson attacking. Now Daniels. Lets it go with a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Daniels has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer, Lillard. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 23.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Okongwu a screen. Bufkin no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 9. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Johnson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip. and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Hawks.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Onyeka Okongwu.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Johnson outside. Here's Riza-Shane. Giannis grabs the miss. On offense, here are the Bucks. Trailing by 13. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This was a very